So, people keep asking me about the Lucy Hale experience last week on Saturday, 5 days ago. So I thought it'd be easier just to make a video and I look like Bozai? Okay, anyway, serious. Um, so I've been a big Haler, aka fan of Lucy's, for 5 years. It started with Pretty Little Liars. She was always my favorite just because, like, I thought she was the most talented and I relate to her character the most. But, she started becoming one of my idols too because, like, she's so down to earth and she treats, like, her fans like family and friends, and I love that. And I love that, like, she's a powerful woman about embracing yourself, and that she doesn't let fame get to her head, and that she does whatever it takes to meet her fans and to please people. And I just like that she embraces being weird like me, like Lucy, and she's not afraid to be who she is. And she has a credible voice, and I feel like all of her songs are relatable. Anyway, so it was my third time seeing Lucy in concert, but I never met her because I always lost to, like, meet her and stuff. So this time on Saturday, my friend and I literally got there at 7 a.m. I know you guys think I'm psycho, but anyways, because it was a free concert, and we thought people were to show up earlier because, like, the show Pretty Liars is huge, but no one showed up till, like, late afternoon, like 3 p.m. So anyways, like, around after the opening act, the first opening act, a lady came up to us and she, like, was under disguise and no one knew who she was, and she was like, she put like a sticker on me and she's like, "Oh, you're meeting Lucy," and I thought she was lying, but then I started freaking out and she took me backstage, and Lucy was like, "Oh, you're finally here," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, I was like, "Oh, are you talking about Twitter?" Because during the day, she replied to my tweet that my friend posted of me camping out for her, and she was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Where's your hat?" And she's like, "I love your shirt and thank you," and, like, "Nice to meet you," and I was like, "Nice to meet you," and then I, like, told her how she was, like, one of my idols, and she said thank you, and I, like, cried, and she's like, "Oh, no, cry, love." And then I asked her to sign, like, my CD, and she said, "Sure, honey," and then she signed it, and she wrote, "I love you," and I was like, "I love you too," and then I gave her a book, which is like a Bible book kind of thing, and I was like, "Oh, whenever you have a day that you doubt yourself or just want to learn about to feel better, like, read this book." And she was like, "Oh, thank you so much," and said, like, it made her day. And she also told me that she's touring and stuff. And then she was like, "Oh, I'll never forget you," and stuff. And then after that, my friend and I were walking to, like, go back to our spot, but someone else took it because going to meet and greet, we lost our spot. So Lucy's manager took me backstage on the side, and that's where I watched her perform. And during, like, every time she was on the side to the right, Lucy kept smiling and waving and stuff. And then at the end, I was like, "Oh, I want to say thank you and say hi to Lucy again." So what I did was, since I was already in the area, like, where Lucy was gonna walk down, I just went by the steps, and then she, like, her bodyguard's like, "Oh, you can't talk to her. You guys have to go." And she's like, she said to me, "It's okay." And she, like, gave me a hug, and then she held my hand, and she's like, "Thank you so much for everything," and stuff. And she's like, "I'll never forget you." So, like, she thanked me for, like, everything that and stuff. But also, she's coming in tour in November and December, and she was like, said that she would try to always see me whenever she's in Florida. So, and then after that, the day after, a couple days after, which was like 2 days ago, um, she was on Twitter and she was replying to people. I didn't even say anything. Like, well, I said one thing. She replied to, and I said, like, I was like, "Oh, I'm Florida misses you," but she didn't reply to that. She just, like, sent me a tweet out of nowhere and said, "Oh, got your book," and she said thank you. It was, like, it was so sweet. So basically, Lucy's read the book that I gave her. So, and then one day she said one day she's gonna follow me. So, like, anyways, this experience was awesome and one of the best days. I cried so much afterwards, and I still, like, get teary eyed. So never give up on your dreams of meeting someone that inspires you, because God has, or anything else, because God has helped me, like, meet my two idols, Demi Lovato and Lucy Hale. Bye.